Here we go.
Being returning officer at the election of a Member of Parliament for the Islington North constituency, held on Thursday, the 4th of July 2024, do hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded for each candidate at the said election is as follows. Vikas Agarwal, Liberal Democrats, 1,661. That's 1661. Jeremy Bernard Corbyn, commonly known as Jeremy Corbyn, Independent, 24,000. Karen Ann Harries, the Conservative Party candidate, 1,950. 1950. Paul Dominic Jostling, 32. 32. Sheridan Virginia Cates, commonly known as Sheridan Cates, Green Party, 2,660. 2660. Praffle Nargan, Labour
Unlucky, mate.
16,800. Martin John Nelson, Reform UK, 1,710. That's 17110. Total number of ballot papers rejected is as follows. Want of an official mark, 0. Voting for more candidates than the voter was entitled to, 72. Writing or mark by which the voter could be identified, 1. Being unmarked or wholly void for uncertainty, 116. Turnout, percentage of the poll, 67.5. And I do hereby declare that the said Jeremy Corbyn is duly elected to serve as a Member of Parliament for the Islington North constituency.
And can I first of all thank you and the returning officer and all the staff that have arranged this election for the very hard work and very efficient way in which it's been run. It is a credit to Islington. Thank you very much for the great work that you've done in those respects. I also want to place on record my enormous thanks to the people of Islington North for electing me for the 11th time as their Member of Parliament. I'm truly honoured to serve, and I look forward to serving the people once again. I want to place on record enormous thanks to my team, incredible team of volunteers that came from all parts of our borough and all parts of the country to help in a campaign that was positive, that was inclusive, and that was hopeful. And in only 5 weeks, from nothing, we built a campaign which produced this result today. I'm very proud of them, very proud of the work that they've done, and very proud of this result. Our campaign was a positive one. Our campaign did not get into the gutter of politics, as is too often happening in this country. Ours is a positive campaign trying to bring hope to people who are in housing stress, who are homeless, who are going through mental health difficulties, who are worried about their future. And the political system has to produce answers to those concerns and those worries. Demonising refugees, demonising people from other countries won't solve those problems. The only way we solve the problems of our community is by uniting our communities. And our campaign is utterly determined to bring that degree of unity to it. And so this result is, to me, a resounding message from the people of Islington North that they want something different, they want something better, and in the new government that's coming in, they're looking for an end to things like the two-child benefit policy. They're looking for regulation of the private rented sector. And if I may say so, they're also looking for a government that on the world stage will search for peace, not war, and not allow the terrible So this was a grassroots campaign that isn't going to disappear, isn't going to go away. It's brought together people from all walks of life, from all ethnic communities, from all languages and all ages, in a determination to get something better in our society. My job in Parliament will be, as it's always been, to deal with the individual problems that many of our people face, but to speak up where necessary in criticism in order to bring about the social changes that this country needs and my constituency needs. And I'm humbled and proud and very grateful to the people of Islington North, who I've represented for so long and have taught me so much. I owe my life and my learning and my abilities entirely to the people of Islington North. This victory is a dedication to them, and steadfastness in the face of opposition, steadfastness in the face of abuse. We have shown what kinder, gentler, more sensible, more inclusive politics can bring about. I couldn't be more proud of my constituency than I am tonight. I'm proud of our team that brought this result. Thank you very much, Islington North, for the result that we've achieved tonight. Thank you.
Ollie, can you do? Is that okay? Ollie? Yes.
Hello Peeps viewers, please stay with us. We are hoping to speak to Jeremy Corbyn shortly.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry, yes.
sorry, is that
yeah.
okay?
Yes. Balcony. Okay. So, yeah.
Is the sound working? Okay, so Jeremy just found out that he's won by 8,000 votes, and we're going to have a question. Jeremy, you've been there since the beginning of the campaign. You said that this was a campaign powered by the people, won by a huge amount, 8,000 votes. How does this feel, and what message does this send to Labour and to Ms Corbyn?
Democracy matters, people matter, ideas matter, inclusion matters. We built a campaign from nothing. In only 4 or 5 weeks, we've achieved this amazing result. This is a result of the people of North Islington. And what I said is about housing, is about health, is about education. But above all, it's about hope. I'm very proud of the result of the team. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone the same, but this is There must be mixed emotions for you, Jeremy, because it's looking like Labour's going to come to government. And that could have been you. What are you feeling right now about that? How can you put those two things together?
Well, I'm going to be there in Parliament. I will be that voice. If the government ends the two-child benefit cap, for example, hallelujah, I'll be delighted. But if they don't, I'll be there saying, why haven't you done it? If they bring in rent controls in the private sector, well done. If they don't, I'll be there. Because this is a vote to show that people do want a true and independent voice in Parliament to speak up for social justice. I produced a manifesto for the constituency. We set out our plans, set out our ideas, and that's what I'll be campaigning and speaking on. And we're going to be having a monthly People's Assembly in Islington North, where I will be accountable to the people, and they too will be able to express their views on all the campaigns they want. So this is a very interesting night in the political history of this country. I'm looking forward to being part of that history.
Do you have a message for Keir Starmer?
Democracy in the Labour Party is a precious and important thing. When you prevent somebody even being considered as a candidate when they've been the MP for 40 years and then debar them, well, it has consequences. People don't like it. And so it's not just an internal party matter, it's about respect for democracy in our society. And that's the message I was getting on the doorstep all day today. I said, Jeremy, this is for you, but it's also for us. Hello.
Jeremy, you talked about Palestine there. Are there enough of your colleagues, are there enough people in Parliament you think you can work with?
Sorry, say again.
Are there enough colleagues, former colleagues you think you can work with to shape the new government's policy in Palestine?
Yes, obviously the issue of a ceasefire in Gaza is central and essential. And quite obviously there are a lot of Labour MPs that would agree with me on that. There are a lot of Liberal Democrats. I expect the Greens also. And also there are some Conservatives who recognise we just cannot go on observing the destructive life in Gaza. There has to be a ceasefire. I'll be on the demonstration on Saturday and I'll be making that case. And also, of course, we're making speeches on it in Parliament when Parliament resumes on the 18th.
Jeremy, is Keir Starmer going to make a good Prime Minister? He couldn't really say that you would have made a good Prime Minister.
Well, let's see what happens. He will become Prime Minister. He will have a very large majority in Parliament. He has put forward a manifesto that is thin, but and doesn't offer a serious economic alternative to what the Conservative government is. And so the demands on him are going to be huge. The demands from the people are going to be huge. And if you don't give yourself space to increase spending on social plenty of others, then I think there's going to be a difficult problem. You must have learned from the Islington manifesto, which is a bit of a straitjacket around the proposals he made. So let's wait and see.
I'm not hearing any guess he will make a good Prime Minister.
Listen, a good Prime Minister is something you judge when they become Prime Minister.
Jeremy, what's your message to Keir Starmer tonight? I think it's fair to say you've had your disagreements. What would you be saying to him right now?
I've just been re-elected for Islington North. I hope you're very happy about that because you're my parliamentary neighbour. I hope you'll also remember you didn't want me to be a candidate.
Do you regret any of the sort of situation that led you to being an MP? Is there anything you'd do differently?
Regrets? I'm with Frank Sinatra on that one.
What do you think the future of the Labour Party is now then? Are you positive for...
Well, the Labour Party has won a very large majority on a considerably lower vote than was achieved in the previous election. I think the figure is likely to be around 37% of the vote, which is not a great figure in which to have a huge parliamentary majority. It does call into question the first class the post system, and that no doubt is going to be a debate. And so, of course, the Labour Party has a massive future. But if the Labour Party is going to be the inclusive organisation it ought to be, then it's going to have to loosen up and open up a bit. Otherwise, this idea of imposed candidates and removal of democracy within the party is not good for the future and not very good for the democracy.
Thanks, guys. We have to wrap up.
Any other one?
Have you got a message about?
Sorry.
Have you got a message to Keir Starmer about what Labour did in Clapton? How that garage is done?
I must say I was astonished. I don't know what happened there. I don't particularly know the candidate, but the idea of suspending a candidate for an election seems bizarre. I could see the candidate which Labour had there was actually a good person. So I wish him well.
Jeremy?
So that is Jeremy Corbyn just there, surrounded by reporters clamouring to ask about the future of the Labour Party, what it means that he's managed to have this massive victory. And I mean, the Labour candidate scuttled away quickly. I think they're doing absolutely no media interviews. But this is really a historic moment. It is a huge, huge achievement that Jeremy Corbyn has managed to do. I mean, you can see, look at them celebrating. Look, have been working exceptionally. They've built it from the ground up with no data, and I think for Corbyn this shows that what you do as a person matters, and also that the Labour Party can't just operate as a machine without a regard for its members on a local level. You have to remember this all started off when there was issues and upset about the selection process. So really, this is a moment where people are saying in Islington North, no, you can't take the process out of our hands. You can't treat us in this way. We will vote for the person who stood by us for 40 years, and that's what matters. And here it's really a victory of one man against the party he's been a part of for 40 years. And for him, he would say it speaks to and he is not over, the left is still there, and he will continue to serve the constituents that he's been serving for decades. That's it from us in the Islington Tennis Centre tonight. As you can see, it's all wrapping up around here as people quickly struggle to get home. We will now be heading back to the office, but you can catch up with this live reaction tomorrow outside number 10 Downing Street. Our colleagues will be there in the morning speaking to people on the streets, seeing if they're excited about having a Labour government or if it's just a light at getting the Tories out. So catch us tomorrow. Thank you for keeping up with us throughout the night, and that's it. Good night.